And I know the good chair has listened to some suggestions, and I've got another one, and I'll try and be very brief. 830G, as many here know, has failed in Southern Fairfield County. And literally the last time a private builder built affordable housing in my district in New Canaan was back in the 90s. And so the town really is the only way to get it done because it's so expensive. And I'm proud of the fact that the town of New Canaan was one of the first towns to get a moratorium. We established the building permit fee to start building affordable housing, and got a moratorium. And then we frankly had enough units built for a second moratorium, but because we built the extra units too soon, they didn't count towards the next moratorium. So, and I want to thank again the good chair and ranking for allowing me to propose this. 830G section L3 states currently that eligible units completed after a moratorium has begun may be counted towards establishing eligibility for a subsequent moratorium. I think, frankly, it's clear enough that any units built that are extra should count towards the next, and I think that language would certainly, the intent is to have more units built, not less. It would make no sense for a town to have to say, wait, we can't build these units, we have to leave them vacant, unfinished, until the next moratorium is eligible. So we want more building of affordable housing, and we want towns to be incentivized to do it. And while I think they already are, for clarification, I would like to call an amendment, Mr. Speaker. It is, the clerk has an amendment, it's LCO number 5591. Please ask the clerk to call it, and I be allowed to summarize.
Will the clerk please call LCO 5591, which will be designated House Amendment Schedule C.
House Amendment Schedule C, LCO number 5591, offered by Representative O'Day.
The representative seek leave of the chamber to summarize the amendment. Is there any objection? Hearing none, Representative O'Day.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Real quick, that section 3 that I just read is replaced with adding that eligible units, completed before moratorium has begun, but that were not counted toward establishing eligibility for such moratorium may be counted toward establishing eligibility for a subsequent moratorium. So I think the intent is already in the language currently, but this makes it explicitly clear. Just for the sake of clarification, I believe in discussions with the good chair, this certainly would impact units built previously in, for example, New Canaan, and they would count towards a moratorium going forward. Isn't that true? Through you, Mr. Speaker.
Representative Calvert-Zegura.
Through you, Mr. Speaker, that is correct.
Representative O'Day.
Thank you. I move for adoption of the amendment. And I ask that it be considered friendly. Through you, Mr. Speaker.